Hi there, Sophia here from CoachSophiaFitness.com, and today I want to share with you 10 tips to help you improve your sleep so that you can recover and allow your body to heal faster. So good quality sleep plays a huge role in helping your body recover faster from exercises, from your strengthening routines, as well as from chronic pain. And I know that when you are experiencing chronic pain, sometimes it's really hard to fall asleep, and it's also hard to stay asleep. I remember many times when I had piriformis pain, I wouldn't be able to roll over, and sometimes just by doing it unconsciously while sleeping, it would wake me up because the pain will just shoot down my leg, and it was so painful. It was just really, really painful that I wouldn't even be able to fall back asleep. So it is something that affects a lot of people, and I know, what that feels like. It's just not really good to wake up not feeling rested, and also feeling tired but not being able to fall asleep because of the pain. So today I want to share with you some really amazing tools and strategies that I have been implementing recently, as well as part of my healing journey in general, that really helped me improve my sleep. So what happens when we're sleeping is that we allow the sympathetic nervous system to relax and allow the parasympathetic system, which is the part of the nervous system that is responsible for recovery and healing and regeneration, to get activated. So when that doesn't happen and our sympathetic nervous system is active throughout the night, our stress level goes up, and we start to experience many side effects of this, other health issues like digestive issues, muscle cramps. I filmed 2 videos actually, one about stress and one specifically about the nervous system, so I will have them linked below because I want to just keep this video focused on tips and strategies about sleep specifically. Alright, so the very first thing that I have done recently was quitting coffee, and that has just made a huge difference in my sleep quality. And it was one of those things that I never thought I could do, because I've always been a coffee drinker, especially throughout this past few years. It's just something that's part of my habit, I guess, like making coffee in the morning. It was just one of those things that I never really thought affected my sleep, or it was just, I never knew I could actually quit coffee. And I know a lot of people love coffee, and I love its smell and just making it, and I never really thought that I would do that. But in the past 3 weeks, I actually started experiencing panic attacks, and I had my first panic attack because of just the level of stress I was experiencing on a day-to-day basis, not even being aware of it. And I had a panic attack, and it was kind of a wake-up call to just reassess everything again and figure out what is stressing me out, what am I doing that it could be exacerbating this. So I decided to quit caffeine, and coffee was just one of those things that I stopped drinking. And yes, I could go and get decaf coffee, but that first week actually, when I started to just make tea in the morning, I started to really like it. And so I was like, you know what, I don't even miss that acidity of coffee. It was like I didn't miss it. So I just didn't take it for a few days, and so 1 week turned into 2 weeks, and then 3 weeks. So I've been making really delicious lattes, tea latte, and I make them in the morning, I make them at night, and usually these are like decaf herbal lattes, and they're really delicious. And one thing I noticed about quitting coffee is that my energy is very consistent throughout the day. So this is one thing I actually noticed. So regardless of how I'm feeling in the morning, I'm gonna be feeling the same way throughout the day. So my energy at 9 a.m. was the same at 2 or 3, and I didn't experience any crashes. I used to always crash after lunch, and then I have to make coffee again, or I would wake up really tired and I'm like, I need coffee. Now I don't experience that. I would wake up and I feel rested because I'm not drinking caffeine anymore. So I feel energized throughout the day, and then around 9 p.m. I start to fall asleep every day at the same time. I start to feel my eyes getting tired, and I just have to go to bed. Fixing my sleep schedule and avoiding afternoon crashes and just keeping my energy in the same level, and I don't miss it. I don't feel any withdrawals or anything really, besides just energy levels staying consistent. I honestly really love it. Number 2 is scheduling my workouts earlier in the day. I used to actually go to the gym very late, around 6:30 p.m. My workouts would be about an hour and a half. I would leave around 7:30, get home, make dinner, shower. Like, I literally finish around 9 p.m. and then I have to eat dinner, and it's like I get to bed by 11 p.m. And when you're working out that late, your body is still in that stress mode, and it's really tough for it to kind of slow down. So I would always, the days when I go to the gym, I would always sleep late, and I would wake up really tired and sore from my workout, and I never felt like I was rested. So now I have been scheduling my workouts earlier, not right away, because you guys know that I always talk about not loading your spine right after you get up, but usually about 2 hours, two or 3 hours after I wake up. So it would be around 10:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Usually that's when I would work out, and I noticed that by the end of the day, it's like I start to feel tired and sleepy, and I don't have that disruption of evening, because at night you really want to, in the evening, that's when your body starts to slow down and get ready for bed. And that's when I used to actually go to the gym and start working out and lifting weights. So that was definitely not helpful. Number 3 is I have been using the blue light filter app. I set it automatically to activate around 8 p.m. And what it does is that it blocks the harsh blue light coming out or getting emitted from your phone. And you don't realize it until you activate the app, how harsh those lights are. And the thing is with blue lights is that it triggers, it stimulates your nervous system and your stress level, so it doesn't allow the body to start to slow down and get ready for bed. If I have to respond to something or read something on my phone or check the alarm before bed, I'm not subjecting myself to really harsh lights coming from the phone. Number 4, I recently invested in a weighted blanket, and I've been reading a lot about weighted blankets and their benefits to reduce stress and anxiety and help you sleep. And I have to say, at first I really didn't know what a weighted blanket was, because I've never heard of it before. I've never tried it. So I decided to just go ahead and buy it, and it was amazing. And I honestly have been sleeping with the blanket every day since I received it. It's like you feel hugged and you feel supported and you feel warm and comfortable. And because it's weighted, so it places a little more weight on you, and then you start to feel your body is really heavy and relaxed, and then you fall asleep. But the point of the weighted blanket is that it helps you stay asleep. So when you're sleeping at night, you're not waking up in the middle of the night. And I have been noticing that I'm not waking up in the middle of the night, because usually I used to do that. I would just wake up around 2 or 3 a.m. and then I'll have to fall back asleep. But I have been using the blanket for about 10 days now, and I haven't been waking up in the middle of the night. So number 5 is to take magnesium before bed. I have been taking magnesium for years, since I was experiencing Piriformis syndrome and chronic lower back pain, and it was mainly because I was prescribed so much medication, especially muscle relaxants, and I was experiencing all the side effects. And I would also wake up feeling like just dizzy and nauseous, and I didn't want to just keep taking those medications, especially because I didn't know when I was gonna heal from the pain. So it didn't make sense to just keep taking the medication and experience the side effect for, I didn't know if there was a deadline. So I wanted to look for a sustainable, healthier solutions that I could rely on. And that's when I started to take magnesium, and it is a natural muscle relaxant, and it's a mineral, and it's safe as long as you follow the recommendations. And I take it every night before I go to bed, and it just helps me relax. If you're experiencing muscle spasms, I highly, highly recommend that you take magnesium. Because whenever you're changing something in your diet, you don't know its side effects, if you have any other health issues, and if you've never taken a supplement before. So just, make sure to consult or ask your doctor if you are not sure about taking magnesium. Number 6 is reading paper books. So I love my Kindle device. I just love that I have so many books in it, and I can read wherever I am when I'm having to like carry heavy books. But again, as part of just staying not using electronics before bed, I realized that whenever I read like a paper book, so I noticed that I can't even finish one page. Like my eyes just start to close. I start to feel really tired and sleepy. I still use my Kindle device, but I use it earlier in the day. So I've been reading books at night, and it really helps me relax and sleep. It makes my eyes tired, but in a good way. It's not because of the lights or any harsh lights. I can't really find any apps or anything like the blue light blocker app for Kindle devices, so that is why I decided to just stop reading my Kindle at night. Number 7 is, before you go to bed, make sure to turn off any source of lights, like any electronics or anything that has any lights getting emitted in your room. You want to have, almost 100% blackness or darkness. It's not always achievable, but just make sure your room is really dark and there are no sources of lights, because those things, even though your eyes are closed, they increase the activity of the nervous system. So you don't want anything there to stimulate your nervous system. Make sure to turn off any source of light. Number 8 is to have as much support as possible on your bed. So make sure to add pillows. Maybe if you get a weighted blanket, that will help too. So when you're sleeping on your bed, you want to make sure you have a pillow maybe underneath, like a thin pillow underneath your lower back if you experience lower back pain, or have a pillow in between your knees. So these are just supportive tools that will help support your joints and spine while you fall asleep. Sometimes certain positions, they will put more pressure on your joints and your lower back, and then you may wake up feeling pressure and pain. So having those support tools will help, but also, engaging in some deep core and glute activation and engagement exercises is also going to help you sleep better, because now you have strong muscles that are supporting your spine. But just having certain things like add a couple pillows around you to support your lower back and support your hips, that is also going to help you fall asleep and hopefully stay asleep throughout the night. Number 9 is to follow a guided meditation before you go to bed. So right when you want to get to bed, it would be really nice to just sit and relax and listen to a guided mindfulness meditation or a body scan meditation. I do have one here on my YouTube channel, so I will put one below, and it's very short. It's about 5 to 10 minutes, I believe, and it will help you relax your body so that you can activate the parasympathetic nervous system through the breathing, through the relaxation exercises, and help you get ready for bed. So it's just one of those things that if you have so much in your head and you can't really relax and you're thinking too much, meditation is a great tool to help you relax and get ready for bed. So number 10 is to journal and have a worry time at some point in the day. And worry time is something that could really help you if you are a person who, you just tend to worry so much or think about issues and stressful problems and just things that have happened throughout the day that sometimes they don't let you fall asleep. I mean, that happens to me too. Sometimes I'm ready to fall asleep and I start to think about all of these things that I either haven't done that day, or maybe something happened that day that I just can't get over, and it starts to just it's like one thing leads to another, one thought leads to another thought, and now I find myself just waking up again and not able to sleep. So worry time, actually what you do is that you dedicate 5 minutes of your day to just sit there and then worry and then journal, let it all out. So whatever is stressing you out, you just express it. Whatever is in your head, you put it on paper, and you have that time to worry about those things and think about those problems that are bothering you, so that when they pop up later in the day at night, you tell yourself, okay, I'm gonna do this tomorrow in my worry time. So you have that specific dedicated time just to sit and think about your issues or your problems, so that they're not bothering you all throughout the day. So I really hope these tips have been helpful. I will link to all of the resources and links below, and if I forget something, I'm gonna also add it below. And let me know in the comments if you have any additional tips or anything that has helped you sleep better or fall asleep faster that other people can benefit from as well. I would welcome that, and thank you for watching, and I will see you soon in the next video.